In this video we will demonstrate two related project works while the start push button is used to start the motor rotation. BCD7 segment counter the motor's number of rotation displayed through. The first one is that the DC motor rotates, and with the help of photo sensor its rotation is detected and it will go to rotate till the preset value is attained. The second one is with the help of BCD7 segment counter the motor's number of rotation displayed through. Create new project and insert project name as a motor sensor control and then create. Among the device and network category add new device, which is the controller SIMATIC S71200 and CPU 1214 CDC and don't forget to choose the appropriate version number. The ladder logic diagram. The ladder logic diagram looks like this one. In doing so, as you can see, the ladder logic can be described as follows. There is two digital inputs, the start push button and photo sensor to detect the motor's rotation, and only single output DC motor, the one which is driven by 24 volt, is used. The counter up operation is used to restrict the number of turns the motor goes. As you can see, we use the trainee kit is going to be used to demonstrate what we need to examine. So positive 24 volt DC is given to digital outputs common terminal, and again a positive 24 volt DC supply is given to the push button common terminal. On the other hand, 0 volts is given to the motor and sensors common terminal, and in addition to that a positive 24 volt DC power supply is given to them. And the digital input pin needs 0 volts, so we have to make sure as it gets its supply. Now Q0.0 digital output is given to the motor terminal. And I0.0 is the push button digital input address, so its connection is made as you can see, and another digital input I0.1 the photo sensor connection is made. Select PG/PC interface and start search the PLC device, and when it is done load the program to it. Turn the monitoring status on. A push button or simply button is a simple switch mechanism for controlling some aspects of machine or a process. A push button is a momentary or non-latching switch which causes a temporary change in the state of an electrical circuit only while the switch is physically actuated. An automatic mechanism, i.e. a spring, returns the switch to its default position immediately afterwards, restoring the initial circuit condition. You can interchange the push button as per your preference or interest among the given alternatives. To describe the operation, as the start push button is pressed, the memory address M0.0 energized and persistently stays on through itself. Hold the one whose normally open set of contact in parallel with the push button. The other normally open contact connected to the motor coil tag. As a result, the motor starts to rotate until the counter up current value attains its preset value. At this instant, the memory address M0.1 interfere and turn off the motor rotation. This can only happen when two conditions are satisfied. Those are: motors needs to rotate continuously and the photo sensor count its rotation and reaches the preset value. Unless and otherwise, the motor will stay in its state, that means in motion. If you change the normally open set of contact provided for a photo sensor by a positive or rising edge contact, there is one difference you should have to notice. As per the photo sensor's ladder logic, its number of rotation depends as operator is switched from normally open to positive or rising edge contact. As it is shown, the sensor shows number of turns that the motor undertake. Let's have a look. A ladder logic diagram modification that to display the number of turns on a binary coded display, so a number of equal comparator operation is going to be used, and in each one of those comparator insert the counter current value address and allocate the binary coded display terminals for each of those numbering system. PLC counters are internal PLC instructions that can be used to count input or output signals in the PLC program. These counters operate like relay counters, but you cannot hold a PLC counter in your hand and they do not need to be connected to wires to operate. There are two main types of PLC counters, the count up counter and the count down counter. For the counter up counters, we have a counter file name, a counter preset value, and a counter accumulated value, a counter count up bit, and a counter done bit. For the counter down counters, we have the same bits and values. The only thing that is different is the counter down bit on the output. To reset the counter back to 0 and turn off the done bit, I will have to add a counter reset bit to the PLC program and add another momentary memory address input to trigger the reset bit. DC motor rotation control by detecting its number of rotation through photo sensor and display the number of turn by using 7-segment BCD binary coded displays. Binary coded decimal BCD or 8421 BCD numbers are made up using just 4 data bits, a nibble or half a byte, similar to the hexadecimal numbers. But unlike hexadecimal numbers that range in full from 0 through to F, BCD numbers only range from 0 to 9, with the binary number patterns of 1010 through to 1111 A to F being invalid inputs for this type of display and so are not used. Switched mode power supply is a power electronic device which converts variable input AC 220 volt to fixed DC 24 volt as per requirement to energize PLC. PLC Trainer Kit is a setup of which power circuit interfacing unit consisting of various components. PLC Trainer Kit provides an advanced real-time hardware implementation of various programmable switching schemes, logical and process control. On this PLC Trainer Kit we can also perform application-oriented experiment by making use of inbuilt applications of ladder logic programming. This Trainer Kit facilitates to perform various experiments and project work for research and development of existing schemes for the students to widespread their opportunities in core and industrial sector. PLC Trainer Kit can be sectionalized for better understand of the kit to use it safely and logically as shown below. And complete the wiring diagram as you can see. Is for now we set its preset value number 6, then only 5 times the sensor detect as its normally open contact is used, while as a rising edge is used we detect its effect immediately. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video if you find it helpful. Stay creative. This is PRD-SS channel.